See. Yep.
In 900 feet, turn right onto Crooks Road.
What was that?
A B speed bump.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Crooks Road. Turn left onto Investment Drive, then take the first right onto Crooks Road.
Saying take a left. What's
At
that?
the stop sign, use the left lane to turn right onto Crooks Road, then make a U-turn.
Gotta take a U-turn.
I take a U-turn?
Yep. Gotta do it. U-E. Right?
Use the left lane to make a U-turn.
Always turn it up.
Proceed to Crooks Road, then take the first left.
Use mine.
Okay.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right to merge onto I-75 toward Flint. Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right. At the light, use the second lane from right to turn right to merge onto I-75 toward Flint, then keep left toward Flint.
Turn left. Now we can go.
Yeah.
Use the left lane to keep left toward Flint.
Wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure. I just want to know. Teach me how. So I don't get lost.
They've torn down that gas. Oh, they've got that.
Yeah.
Other lane.
Yep, they do.
No third baseman? No problem. No, we're going to enjoy this moment. I'm saying, do it all. I want to enjoy this moment. That's why I'm not going there. These people are baiting me. Let me be angry. It's like Saturday. Let me be angry Saturday. Okay? When Ohio State shows up. Are you even going to watch it? I got some people coming up there. Oh, I'm actually hosting an event. No, excuse me. I'll be home by halftime. Quick trip to the dentist, huh? 2-4.
3 something.
Okay then. David, please. Tell you about Northville Lumber, oldest company in the state, largest Trex stacking outlet in the country. Nobody stocks or sells more Trex than Northville. Last year, contractors, homeowners, they bought enough Trex from Northville to cover 26 football fields, and there is a reason they can move that much product. Because it's all in stock all the time.
Turn blinker on with your brain.
Right, and some of it as low as $1.59 a foot. You want to be enjoying your deck? Deck season extends well into the fall. Come on, it's one of the good parts about living in Metro Detroit. Plan it, build it, do it with the best in the game. They'll insure you to a Trex certified pro. Just call Northville Lumber today.
I got that.
NorthvilleLumber.com. That's NorthvilleLumber.com.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I know the Queen Bee.
Yeah.
He'd give us the veto.
Yeah.
This is your moment at Odyssey Sports Minute. The Cowboys getting run over has been one of the only truly consistent threads this season, and they really can't stop King Henry. Derek himself told me on my program that he was interested in Dallas, and they never even reached out. Then after the game, Jerry tried to claim that Well, we couldn't afford the dude. As always, Jerry, thanks so much for your clarification. I'm Jim Rome.
Hey, sports fans, if you're not following John Anthony, you're simply missing out. To prove it, I'm releasing your Monday Night Report absolutely free on a recorded message line. 1-800-244-5506. Washington and Cincinnati tonight is going to be a monster game, and I've got the side and the total. Washington, Cincinnati confirmed analysis and special props. That's 5 big plays John Anthony had to cover. I love to sweep the board. Follow now and again free on my recorded message. 1-800-244-5506. Information leads John Anthony scores number 1 against the spread. Call 1-800-244-5506. You want the information? I've got it. Washington, Cincinnati, plus special prop action. I love going 5-0 the season free. That's 1-800-244-5506 or go to JohnAnthonySports.com.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
If you're about to make a major auto repair, don't do it. Start saving today in a 24 Kia Forte LXS, just $19,900. That's less than a used car.
You should be driving a Kia. You should be driving a Kia. Stop and place Kia. Stop and place Kia.
We'll get you released from your current loan or lease, even if you owe $9,000 more than your trade is worth. At Summit Place Kia in Clint Township, Auburn Hills, and at SummitPlaceKia.com.
Price plus tax, title, license, and doc. Negative trade equity refinanced. Subject to the terms. Offers still combined. Expires with it.
Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is a serious heart condition. Some symptoms include being short of breath, feeling tired, or having dizziness or chest pain. My HCM impacted how I felt and what I could do. So I asked my cardiologist about treatment advances that gave me new options. That conversation was big for me. That's why I'm working with Bristol Myers Squibb to raise awareness about HCM and to help others like me. Talk to your cardiologist today and visit hcmrealtalk.com to learn more.
Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb.
Donald Trump's back, and he's out for control. I would have every right to go after them. Complete control. I will wield that power very aggressively. And he has a plan to get it. Detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do? It's called Project 2025, a 922-page blueprint to make Donald Trump the most powerful president ever. Overhauling the Department of Justice, giving Trump the unchecked power to seek vengeance, eliminating the Department of Education, and defunding K-12 schools, requiring the government to monitor women's pregnancies, and Trump has also proposed severe cuts to Medicare and Social Security. Those are Donald Trump's plans. Well, revenge does take time, I will say that. And sometimes revenge can be justified. He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message. Paid for by Harris for president.
What does winning Powerball sound like? Sounds like it's time to play. We're talking big. Monday's Powerball jackpot is $208 million.
The Michigan Wolverines play the Minnesota Golden Gophers at the Big House. Pre-game Saturday at 11. Kickoff at noon on 104.3 WOMC.
I'll get back to the business at hand, but right now we go around the globe, so to speak. A little football today, shall we?
Wait a minute, I'm talking now.
Aiden Childs just threw another interception. Okay, then. Let's talk about college football. Righty, man. Stop it. And another one. Stop it. We're never going to get through this hour, Rico. Never going to get through it. Start. Let's go. Let's start. The sounder off. Let's go. I can't. You're right. Don't take my joy. Let's start in Tennessee, where Tennessee went on the road to beat Oklahoma 25-15. And I get everyone wants to talk about offense and what Nico does for Tennessee. Talk about that defense, though, because that unit nationally ranks second in total defense, second in rushing defense, and third in third down defense. Are you serious? Yes. But again, guys, but look who they've played. Yeah, I was about to say, okay. And Oklahoma, I mean, what a turd Jackson Arnold is. He got benched for a guy I never heard of. All right, Tennessee fumbles inside their own 5. Arnold goes, no, here, take it back. Fumble Ruski. Look, James Pierce is a top 10 overall pick. You can't sleep on the rest of the line. They look like the other team that might be talked about in the national championship conversation with the Georgia, with the Texas, with an Oregon. Look, that was a big game. That was everything for Oklahoma, and you went to their place and you largely dominated.
Back home. Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe they've elevated. And Nico had the one deep post that was a Mahomesian throw. The ball was 2 feet off the ground for 40 yards. Doesn't even make sense.
Let's move over to Oklahoma State because something's wrong here.
Everything.
Sure, the final score was 22-19, but they were down 22-3 at one point. They benched Alan Bowman, then struggled again, and then brought him back in the game. What is going on there?
Do you want first dibs?
They're not good.
Okay, nuanced.
No. Here's the thing. They seem to be like, oh, well, you know what? Everybody's gone from the Big 12. Here's your chance. You get to be the top dog. And they are falling they're falling without any help, David. I don't understand, but I actually do, because this is one of those teams that every year you're told they're going to be good, they're going to be good, and then they're not. And I see this as, I let them one game they played, I'm like, okay, you're allowed one, but they didn't have their starting, Utah didn't have the starting QB.
Cam Rising. Here's the secret to the sauce with Okie State, and this is the part I can't explain. They return their line intact. They're all old men. These are veteran O-linemen. The same guys who helped Ollie Gordon be a Heisman Trophy candidate. They can't run the effing ball.
Last time I checked, Ollie's still there, right?
Yeah, and they couldn't run it against Tulsa, so you knew they weren't going to run it against the Utes. That's a brutal loss. By the way, here's your reward, Okie State. Enjoy a trip to Kansas State after a terrible loss in Mormon land. Should go smoothly.
Kansas State didn't look well, but they will be at home in that matchup, which helps them. Let's talk about the group of five chaos that we seem to have now in Memphis. They beat Florida State last week. Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame in week 2. Toledo looked good and beat Mississippi State last week. Well, they all lost this week. Memphis lost to Buffalo. Memphis lost to Navy. Buffalo lost to NIU. And Western Kentucky beat Toledo.
Which means, as I've been saying all year, Boise State is going to be
That's what I was going to ask you.
Because there's no universe we're letting
Guess
Falwell
what?
sit in the corner.
It's a bonus.
On the action.
It's
That
a
ain't
bonus.
happening.
What about James Madison? They beat North Carolina.
Go to hell. I want Ashton Genty on a national stage with those beautiful stencil Bronco helmets.
I thought Northern Illinois, it was the value pick. Like, you could get them on FanDuel, they were plus 4,000 just to make the playoffs.
And then you know what Thomas Hammock did? He slid his pants off and sat on the bowl. You come home off a bye after beating Notre Dame, and you lose to the State University of New York at Buffalo? Hey, Thomas, go cry on TV again. You bum.
He's crying over
What
it.
a bum. That's inexplicable, Rico.
Fortunately, I have a parlay with Boise in it, so we're still good.
Oh, your needs are all we care about.
Yes,
Stay the best.
your own receipts. I see your
There it is.
Because I thought, especially Northern Illinois, you had the best win. Beat Notre Dame. All you got to do is not trip up on a matching Tuesday, and you'll be fine.
Well, get Hammock another roll. He's stuck on the bowl.
Well, the ACC teams, the top 4 ACC teams
I
are showing
refuse.
how to get it done in the transfer portal.
We used to go this way a long time ago after hockey.
That's right. That was our home stomping ground.
Yeah, plus we used to go out this way a lot after hockey.
Yeah.
He looks really
Now, they were in, I know the final score
That's
doesn't
when we
say
were
it,
going
but you're
to
missing a note
Kathy's.
here.
Correct.
They were in a dogfight with Central Florida, and then early in the half, Byron Brown, who's basically he's Denard Robinson for South Florida. Not Denard Jazz hands on the side of the road. I mean, the quarterback who's the whole offense. The whole point is he got hurt. USF, the backup came in, 17 interceptions.
Is that what happened? Yeah, because I'm looking at the halftime score like, oh boy.
Yeah, Byron Brown got hurt. And that was that.
Well, what I enjoyed from that game, and if you see this on social media, was when Cam Ward, they were on the goal line, he pointed to the USF defense. This is where we're going. We're running the ball right here in this zone right here. and they did exactly that and couldn't stop.
It's easy when all of a sudden, you're up by that much, and then you're showboating.
Let's talk about another problem in the SEC. Nope, not Florida. We know what they are. We see what they are.
And Aiden Childs just threw the transfer coverage again. Listen, David.
And Aiden Childs missed another receiver that was wide open. I'm sorry.
That's a yes.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What do you want to know?
Talk about the Auburn Tigers, who have lost at home for the 4th time in the past 6 games. They are 0-2 against Power 4 opponents this season, and Auburn is 6-19 in their past 25 games against Power 5 foes.
War Eagle.
And it hasn't gotten better with Hugh Freeze because he may be the reason, because they've dropped 10 of his 16 games against FBS competition.
Ready? Rico for the win. Why is it not going well for Hugh Freeze? And don't say hookers. That was at Ole Miss. Why is it not going well? You know the answer. It's the quarterback. Bam! If you don't get it right at the quarterback spot in today's college football, you are effed. So, no to Peyton Moore. He benched him. I know.
But you're right, and that's why when I brought
Moore shouldn't be an option.
the transfer portal earlier, these are guys that went to these schools, Pitt and Duke, Malik Murphy. Why can't Auburn get a guy like that? Eli Holstein, that came from Alabama.
You know what?
Why can't Auburn?
For some reason, Malik Murphy just had bad PR or a bad agent because nobody wanted this kid. So I didn't know what happened at Texas, but he ends up at Duke because they were the only ones that picked up the phone. You know, the other kid too. And he was a spring transfer guy where you could have got a look at your quarterback situation, but down at Texas State, McLeod, the old James Madison quarterback, he's in his 7th year, but he could come in as a stopgap and provide a high floor for you. Look, man, I have no idea. Remember, Hugh Freeze, never forget, coached a game from a hospital bed in the press box at Liberty. Never forget.
That was amazing, and we had another amazing week in college football. That is your
Aiden Childs, oh boy, interception.
That is your college football blitz.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, hey, welcome to your Monday evening. Thanks to my Cordell traffic cameras, got an eagle eye view of the accidents along eastbound I-94 at Brush Street. The accident is blocking out the left lane and left shoulder. You've got police on scene. Wreckers have just pulled up. That is a good sign with any kind of crash. I got folk out on the roadway, but I'm betting that these are authorized folk. You got the accident finally cleared along northbound I-75 just after 11 Mile Road. Right shoulder was blocked there. I'm Val Berry with the traffic.
Football is back, and ESPN Bet is bringing fans exciting new features and promotions to elevate your game day. Get in on trending parlays in the all-new Parlay Lounge experience. Check out one-of-a-kind offers from your favorite ESPN personalities and boost your winnings with Profit Boost all season long. The official sportsbook of ESPN has football fans covered. Download the ESPN Bet app today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Now's a great time to get a new set of wheels during the Kia Fall Clearance event going on all month long. Hi, Bill Golling here for Golling Kia Madison Heights, telling about some of the great values we have. For September, well-qualified buyers can lease the all-electric new 2024 Kia EV9 Wind all-wheel drive for just $339 a month. Leases for 24 months, 10,000 miles a year with $3,500 down, plus exile plate stock and acquisition fee extra. We have a good selection to choose from with more on the way, so come visit us on 14 Mile Road, east of the Oakland Mall in Madison Heights. Check us out online at GollingKia.com.
General Motors is cutting 600 jobs in Warren. Stellantis is laying off another 2,400 workers in Macomb County. Michigan is losing our auto jobs. And Alyssa Slotkin's liberal policies are making things worse. Congresswoman Slotkin supported enriching Chinese manufacturing companies and costly electric vehicle mandates that will threaten Michigan auto jobs and force you to pay thousands more for your next car or truck. Alyssa Slotkin is just another Washington politician who has sold out working families. In Congress, Slotkin voted to raise taxes on American manufacturing businesses and workers, but she supported giving our tax dollars away to Chinese companies. Fewer auto
More jobs for Michigan. More money for China. Alyssa Slotkin is leaving working people behind. She deserves a pink slip, not a promotion. NRSC paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.nrsc.org.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? Call 800-6-WISDOM. That's 800-694-7366 for your complimentary financial wisdom book. Enjoying Joe Uplegger for the Financial Wisdom Radio Show, Sundays from 7 to 8 a.m.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Capura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
Mike Stone and Evan Jenkins break down everything Pistons on Restore the Floor. Get Restore the Floor on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey sports station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Twin Peaks. Jackson Jobe getting his call up to the big leagues. Jobe was drafted 3rd overall in the 21 draft. He pitched most of his year with Erie before getting called up to AAA on September 8th. Per MLB rules, a player who, quote, doesn't meet set criteria for postseason eligibility can still be added to a team's roster in the postseason via petition to the commissioner's office if the player was in the organization on August 31st, which Jackson Jobe was. Sawyer Gibson Long could be the player he replaces, given that he's been on the 60-day IL the entire year. That has been confirmed to us by the team. It's still a bit unclear what the petition process could be, however. Lions coach Dan Campbell says that Marcus Davenport likely suffered a season-ending injury, but he'll get some other opinions on it. Linebacker Derek Barnes will be out a significant amount of time. Laporta and McNeil are day-to-day, while Brian Branch is in concussion protocol, but he was looking good today, according to Dan Campbell as well. Former Lion and USC star Reggie Bush has filed a lawsuit against his school, the Pac-12, and NCAA for compensation pertaining to his name, image, and likeness. His attorney says, quote, the case is not just about seeking justice for Reggie Bush, it's about setting a precedent for the fair treatment of all college athletes, end quote. After he was kept out of the team's game with the Titans, Jordan Love will return to practice this week in a limited capacity, according to head coach Matt LaFleur. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Jeremy Otto. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com. Hey, Mojo here. What are my guilty pleasures? I love eating dips. Delicious. Delicious. Herbs and spices. Dip. Oh, yeah. Dip. Newies. Dip.
Wait a minute, I'm talking now.
Delicious. Delicious. I'm going to massage my cup. Dip. You go, my brother. They're eating the dogs. Dip. Herbs and spices. Dip. I can't stop eating it. Delicious. Delicious.
Black jobs.
Wow.
All right, 5 o'clock. Good to have you with us. And look, we've tried to kind of weave in and out with the Tigers, but the drama's kind of gone. They're in. I mean, say whatever you like, but they'd have to do something they haven't done in 40 days. And the Twins and Royals too. They'd have to play like idiots, and the other teams would have to get up off the mat. This is what you worked for. This is all the voodoo rolled up into one. So we just asked if your confidence level has reached, mortal lock, and they're going to be a big part of the rest of the week, and certainly we will get to all of the college football. I'm pretty sure Giles just threw another pick. The point is, we'll do a lot of it tomorrow because it's a Victory Monday. I walked away from yesterday's game feeling very good, Rico. Very good. You went on the road in the National Football League against a team not named the Panthers, and you dominated. The defense was outstanding. They made Kyler look short and bad. And your running game, that looked good. 200 yards on the ground in an NFL football game. Right there. Goff controlled. I know he had the one mistake. It was his own blitz. It was a tough moment. But, outside of that, Rico, I walked away feeling good, and we walked into work. You listened to the callers earlier. You listened to David. I think people have misaligned what the NFL is. You don't blow people out. Right there, buddy. Well, go ahead. Preach to them. No, because here's the thing. You went out there and you won a game on the road against a team that some people could say can be a surprise team in the NFL.
You kept thinking today was Wednesday.
You asserted your will. You ran the ball. You found your identity again. And your defense stepped up. Did you score in the second half? No. But you did.
recklessly.
Yep.
No offense, but you were playing keep away from Kyler. That's what you were doing with the ball. You won the game. In the NFL, you don't win games 70-0. I know. The Lions have this great offense, and then Ben Johnson and this offensive line, and look at all the weapons that you have. Newsflash, they're not all going to score a touchdown on every single series. You don't win 70-0. You win games like this. They gave you the fun play with the hook and ladder. When in the end, it was a game that you needed. You won. You righted the ship. You lost last week. You won this week. And now you set yourself and you get ready for Seattle. Now you had some injuries in the game. Like for me, the one that I ended up holding my breath on was when Branch went down. I'm like, oh my goodness, on that hit late in the game. He collided with the tight end, I think. And they were both laying down on the ground. Yeah. And it was like, oh my God. Okay, first of all, can he just put the mouthpiece in? Like sticking out the back of the helmet just looks ridiculous to me. Anyway, I digress.
Not on my top of my list, but, you know.
But Lions fans have to relax and just not expect every game to 40, 50, 60, 70 points. You're going to be thoroughly disappointed. You're going to be angry at Jared Goff. You're going to be angry at everybody because you may get one of those a season.
I don't know why people are upset with Goff going 19 of 23 for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The pick was a fluky thing on a wonderful zone blitz call where they dropped their best pass rusher. He flashed. It happens. Jesus. I mean, I'm just, guys, I want to know where you're at because I know Rico and I are aligned on this. That's a quality win in the National Football League. And look, this is the overriding thing. It's also something we're going to talk about on tomorrow's show. The NFL has ruined its product in the month of September. These are preseason games with regular season pricing. You see it around the league when you watch as much football as Rico and I do. No one looks great. Did you watch Eagles and Saints yesterday? Like, I understand you're grasping at a random performance here or there. Like, if you want to go back to what the Cowboys did against the Browns on opening day, fine. How'd the Cowboys look since? It's preseason, and your own coach has said we're probably not going to get it rolling on offense till the bye week. I'm pumped up about the defense, and people want to bleep all over the offense. Brother, you're right. I mean, the Niners and the Jets, like, oh my goodness, they're minus all these people, and now you see, well, they're minus all these people. It doesn't work that way. You get the victory, and you move on. And if we lose to your friend Monday night, it's blood's on your hands. I am not going to tolerate Geno Smith coming in here and